Using verbs. Please like our videos, subscribe, hit the bell for more exciting videos. What is a verb? A verb tells of an action or a state of being. Action verbs. One kind of verb may indicate action even if the action is unseen. For example, Ima smiled. The word smiled is a verb because it indicates an action. Kofi expect a raise. Expect is a verb because it shows an action. A plane landed. Landed is a verb because it indicates an action. An action verb tells that something is happening, has happened, or will happen. Now let's look at linking verbs. Some verbs simply tell that something exists. Such verbs express a state of being rather than action. For example, the election is Tuesday. Sarah was ready. Rita seems happy. The cake tastes moist. The verbs in these sentences are linking verbs. These verbs are called linking. Why? They link the subject with some other word or words in the sentence. Here are the most common linking verbs. We have the verb to be, and its forms are am, are, is, was, were, been, and being. Then verbs like look, smell, seem, appear, taste, sound, become, feel, grow are all linking verbs. Some linking verbs can also be used as action verbs. For example, the t-shirt looked dirty. Here, looked is a linking verb. Kim looked at the man. Looked here is an action verb. The meal grew cold. Grew is a linking verb. The gardener grew yam. Here, grew is an action verb. When you look at the verb in a sentence, see how it is used. Decide whether it expresses action or simply link the subject with a word in the predicate. Transitive and intransitive verbs. In many sentences, an action verb expresses an idea by itself. In other sentences, a direct object completes the action of the verb. The direct object answers whom or what about the verb. Verbs that have direct object are transitive verbs. For example, 1. Willie met the male. Met is transitive verb because it has direct object, the male. 2. The man wore several medals. Wore is transitive verb because it has an object, medals. Verbs that do not have direct object are also called intransitive verbs. Example 1. The winners rejoiced. Rejoice is intransitive verb because it has no object. 2. Steve rested under a tree. The verb rested is intransitive verb because it has no object. Please note that under a tree is not an object. It is adverbial phrase. Some action verbs are always transitive or always intransitive. Other verbs change. The same verb may be transitive in one sentence and intransitive in another. Let's look at these examples for better understanding. The first says the artist sketched the model. Sketch is transitive. 2. The artist sketched by the sea. Here, sketch is intransitive because it has no object. The girls swam a mile. It is transitive, the verb swam, because it has object, a mile. The girl swam in the pool. Here, swam is intransitive because it has taken no object. Keith drove a taxi. Here, drove is transitive because it has an object called a taxi. Keith drove slowly. Here, drove is intransitive because it has no object. Note, the word slowly is not an object. It is an adverb. Now let's try our hands on these exercises. Exercise A. Write the verb in each sentence. After each verb, write action or linking to show what kind it is. 1. The Congress cut taxes. 2. Our nation's supply of oil is low. 3. The senator campaigned for re-election. 4. That old building is dangerous. 5. Elizabeth programmed the computer. 6. The flight seemed very smooth. 7. The ranch was high in the Rockies. 8. Water became scarce during the summer. 9. We saw an old-fashioned dress. And 10. The company drills for oil. Please note that answers to this exercise will be provided in our next video. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like our videos, subscribe and hit the bell for more exciting videos. Thank you.